Hello again, flashlight fans. So today we have this one here. It's called the U6 apparently. It's 1600 lumens. It actually has FCC, CE, UK approved ROSE. Alright, so hopefully it won't just spontaneously combust in your pants, which is a joke in the making. Let's see here. So, no descriptive text really. Alright, and yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of specs behind these stickers, but we cannot see them. Little sleeve there, user manual. Let's try to pause the video here because I'm going to throw this manual out myself, but I might need to refer back to it. What I can see is it'll throw 260 meters. It's made of aluminum. The battery's 1100. It's got a Type-C port. Takes 2.5 hours to charge. Alrighty. Waterproof IP68. The weight is 78 grams. Are the dimensions. For me, I'm more interested in the fact that this is 10 lumens because I want it low light to review my little small models, and I can get 50 hours. I don't really care about that so much, but I think a lot of you people might be more interested in the 1600 at turbo mode. But regular high mode, 180. Strobe, white, warm, red flash. Alright, so that's another thing. Alright, so you might want to pause the video on that text. That's a different language, so really for English, well, you know, maybe you're German or something. Pause the video. Or perhaps you're French. And Spanish. Or I assume that's, well, I don't know. I think that might be Japanese. So it comes with the cables, usual Type-C, that's fine. Probably a shorter cable, maybe 25 centimeters. Nope, it's longer than that. Hold on. Have it folded over. It's around 24. Maybe it's a 50 centimeter cable if that's important to you, but not to me. What else do we have in here? Pretty strong box. Could be given. It's a nice display. I guess you could give this away as a gift and it won't look too cheap. So seems like a quality packaging. Nice dense foam there. There's a little key ring here if you need to hang it, and there's the keyhole. Also this little lanyard here just says EDC flashlight. This is actually pretty nice. It's pretty thick. Okay. So just looking at the outside of this thing. Yeah, so I thought this was plastic, but it said aluminum, but actually, you know, this black is very cold to the touch. This plastic is not. So I think when they say aluminum, they're just talking about the face of it. This yeah, this is plastic, the white I'm touching. So there's two different buttons. We'll get into that. There's the brand, BORUiT, I don't know. It's gonna get hot, so this is a heat sink for those LEDs. Oh, okay, we have different whites and red and maybe orange. And then this clip, can it be removed? I would have to assume so. It can be rotated to those three sides. Let's see how easy it is to remove. And most clips are not easy to remove, by the way, by design. But it can be done. Alright, so that's good. I don't know if I'm going to ever use the clip because there's no way this could roll. It can't really roll away being a rectangle. But let's see if it gets in the way of anything. So I'm going to put it back on. It's a spring steel clip, it seems. Alright, back here we have a magnet. So if you put on the hood of a car or something, well, a normal car. Yeah, that's a strong magnet, quite large. Hopefully it won't fall out. Hopefully there's a good epoxy holding that in place. So the little rubber cover here, there's the Type-C, of course. Hold on, let me get a cable. It did mention how it charges with those colors, but I'm just reading here. If it's red, it's going to be under like 30%. Well, hold on here. This is kind of getting in the way of the actual cable. See how that black? Alright, it can be done. It's just not so easy. So it's flashing red. Reading the instructions here, it's charging, of course. Alright, when it's green, that means it's full. That makes sense. So when it's on, though, that's going to indicate the battery level. And if it's red, it's 10 to 30%. If it's red flashing, it's less than 10%. So if this was actually operating right now, this would say you have less than 10%. And then if it's green, it's above 30% charge. Alright. Oh, you have to long press. This is the main for these two lights. This is for the side lights. You have to long press to turn it on. Or maybe it can't be done while it's charging. Yeah, I guess that's it. So I'm going to have to unplug this. Long press. Alright. So that I guess is 10 lumens. This is 20 lumens. That's 160 lumens. That is 800 lumens. Or possibly 180 because it says 800-180. That's actually getting pretty bright. And then it's back to low. So now it says to double click, you're going to go to turbo mode. So that is 1600 lumens, I guess. That chart says 1600-200, so I'm not sure what. Oh, maybe the strobe is 200. So strobe means triple click. I can feel the heat coming off of this, by the way. You know, maybe it has to be off. Hold to turn it off. So I'm going to try to triple click. There it is. So it has to be off before you can triple click. And I assume, just based off the chart, that this is 200 lumens. So, well, that's interesting. To turn the strobe off, I didn't have to long press it. I just clicked it once. So again, triple click, one click off. And you notice these are green, so there's more than 30% charge in there. But long hold, low, or economic, low, medium, high, double click, turbo. Alright, that makes sense. Long press off. So now on the side one here, so I'll hold it this way, single click, no, long press to turn on, and apparently it's just flashing red. Single click to switch modes. So we have two white LEDs showing up there, two warm light LEDs, so like a yellowish warm, one solid red, and then the one red blinking. So I'm going to see if it remembers. I'm going to long press hold off, and let's see if it remembers now. Long press on. Alright, so it does have memory as to what your last setting was. That's pretty convenient. I like that. I like that a lot. One thing I didn't really check on this is, does it have memory? So if I long press this on, yeah, it does come back on with the high mode I had before. So here it's in low mode. I'm going to turn it off. It's in low mode. Here it's in the third mode. I'm going to turn it off. Yeah, it remembers, so that's pretty smart. Yeah, and there's the green telling you it's more than 30% charged. I guess that's it, right? I don't think there's anything else to really discuss. So for me, I want to see if these low LEDs will let me check out the interior of a black 1/64 scale car. This is where most of you will tune out, but if you like looking at scale models, maybe you want to hang out for this. So let's just first try this low mode in the front. So this one. It's not bad. You can definitely see the steering wheel, distorted molded windows. yeah, that's actually not bad. I'm also curious now, can I turn the side lights on while the front lights are on? No, it automatically turned the fronts off. So here's the warm light inside of a scale model. Yeah, it's a little bright actually. I think it's washing out. Yeah, that's too bright. Let's red is an interesting choice, but no, that's just weird. So flashing is weird. 2 white lights, I think it's too bright. Yeah, that's no good. So for me, it seems like I want to just use the low setting of the front lights. So you might see this in some of my toy reviews in the future. Although I will say it's quite large compared to my go-to flashlight, which is this Nitecore Tiny 2. Look at the difference, right? This thing is almost, the Nitecore is almost just the height of this one, right? Let me turn this off. It's kind of... So I'm really a fan of this Nitecore. I never reviewed it though. This has a metal body. I don't know if it's aluminum or titanium, but it's so small, and it tells you the lumens. There's 4 settings, as you can see. It might be a strobe, I don't know. But more importantly for me, it tells me how much runtime I have left as well. I almost wish Nitecore made one with only one emitter with lower settings for hobbyists like me. Alright, but that's a different subject altogether. I think for the money, this is pretty good though. It is kind of interesting for the form factor. I guess you could put it on the brim of a hat here, right? And just have it under or above the brim of a hat. You could, well, how else would you situate this clip? If it's in a pocket, right now this would be facing upwards. You know what would have been cool if somehow they designed it so the clip could go on this way and have it pointed out of a pocket. But I don't see another way to mount this clip other than upside down. But I don't think that would work because then this would be floating in space. Oh, but never mind, never mind. So you have a clip here and a clip here. Oh boy. So you might gouge this plastic taking this clip on and off a lot unless you stretch it out a little bit. So you can still use this as a clip here, and actually you still probably could use it as a clip there. And so that's a pretty decent clip. You know, it's clipping a smooth surface, so, and or yeah, you could put it over a thin belt. I just don't know what I would clip it onto in this orientation. Leave a comment for other people. Maybe they'll find uses out of it. 2 little hex bolts there, and then these are plastic lens covers. Seems to be the way a lot of these flashlights are made. It's not glass, won't shatter, but it can scratch. But it is recessed. This bezel also is aluminum. I'm guessing is a separate piece from this black. Alright, 6 emitters. I'm not a professional flashlight reviewer, in case you haven't picked up on that. The majority of my content is toys. But I do like to share the things I get. Just kind of take it with a grain of salt. I'm just an average dude buying random things and just sharing my random experiences. Alright, here we are in my living room, and there's 2 LED lights in the ceiling I'll turn off. Let me turn on this flashlight in low mode. Huh, those green lights eventually go away. So this low mode seems to be okay for walking like a trail at night. Let's go to the next level up. Yeah, that's pretty functional for a blackout scenario. Yeah, that as well for looking pretty far away. And the highest mode, yeah, that's quite bright indeed. I mean, it's it's very bright. You can even see my black cat over there. So now I'm going to turn it off and do the triple click. Or actually, I'm sorry. I got to do the double click. So that's turbo mode. Yeah, now I'm going to turn it off, triple click. So that, I think that's 200 lumens of strobe. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Oh man, that's freaking me out. That's really bothering me. Okay, so I'm going to turn on the side light now. So here we have the two white LEDs, and even these are quite effective. Yeah, very good. Is that switch? It's actually on the back side. So click again. Now we have the warm light, the yellow light, and then the red light. One single red light. Oh boy, yeah, that's really dim, but I'm pretty sure it's good for reading maps or looking, well, I'm pretty sure that's its intended purpose. And the strobe, yeah, I don't think you guys going to pick up too much other than that mirror on the right side. Okay, all in all, yeah, it seems like a pretty good flashlight. I like the magnet. The clip can be reoriented in a couple ways. I guess the only nitpick is maybe the rubber cover for this USB-C might get it in the way, but you kind of need it if you're going to use it outdoors. And you cannot run the lights both side and the front, so I'm going to try to turn the front lights on now. Yeah, and it just switches. It turns off that automatically. It's nice that it tells you you have 30% or more before you need to charge it, so that's good. I guess that's it for today. Appreciate you guys checking this out. We'll see you the next time we get a flashlight.